Hey guys, welcome back to Step by Step, a Tina's podcast. And today's center stage is the one, the only, Riley. Yes, so today's center stage is Riley. Center stage is basically a series that I created in my podcast about basically the dancers and the characters' lives in between each of the seasons. So Riley's TV show would be called Main Character Moment because I think that she is a main character. So let's get started. First, this is completely fictional. I have totally made up everything. None of this actually happens with the character or with the person who plays the character. So let's just get started. First, in between season 1 and 2, Riley states that Emily does not talk to her. She would go to the hairdressers, obviously, to get a new haircut because, as you can see on the, page that you're currently looking at, Riley has a bob cut. So in between season 1 and season 2, I think she would have gotten a bob cut. I think her parents also would have asked Riley what was wrong with Emily because I'm assuming Emily hasn't talked to Riley, Emily wouldn't talk to their parents, but I'm just assuming that. Then from season 2 to season 3, I think James would have driven Riley around lots because, as we know, James got his license. I think she would have gone to the dentist and they told her and gave her a date when she could get her braces off. I also think because of Emily's injury that she would have been helping her a lot around the house and even outside of the house. I also think, knowing Riley, she would have spent a lot of time worrying about what is going to happen to the studio because of the eviction and with Lucian and with Elite. So I think Riley would definitely be worrying a lot. Next is in between season 3 and season 4. I think Riley would have tried to spend lots of time with the A-troopers before they all went their separate ways. During this time, Emily says that she is in business school. So that means that she would have been away from Riley. So Riley would have felt a bit lonely because, Emily wasn't there. So she would have called up some of her friends. I also think she would have graduated high school because surely Miss Kate wouldn't have let an underage person take charge of the studio. Season 4 was a tough season for Riley, but I think in between season 4 and season 5, that's when the off-season starts and she leaves TNS and goes off to business school with her emotional solo. Before any of that, she would have said her goodbyes to Amanda before she left for her tour with Giselle and said sorry to her for making the alternate for the final round. She also would have had to talk to Miss Kate about not remaining studio head for TNS. During that conversation with Miss Kate would have had to find a replacement and Riley would have said Emily. In season 5, Riley says that if TNS wins, then James has to come to a business school thing. I don't even know, I can't remember, dressed in a costume. So I think after season 5, that is what Riley would have done. After season 5, the only time we ever saw Riley again was actually in the Christmas special, but that's not a part of the episode. We know that James and Riley are living together after James states it in season 8 with his FaceTime with Piper. I think that Piper would have gotten more closer I think Riley would have gotten more closer with Piper as Piper moved to New York. I don't know what Riley would do as a job, but I think James will probably be doing something with his band. If Piper got into that summer program in Paris that she and Ethan applied for in season 9, I think Riley would have helped her pack, said her emotional goodbyes, worried about Piper and what she would be like in France, and then James would drive her to the airport. In season 8, Michelle says that Emily is in New York visiting Riley and James. So I think that the two sisters would finally get to bond again after being apart for such a long time. So that is basically what I have currently for this center stage. It isn't very long, at least I don't think it is. I think it's like 4 minutes long. But yes, so this story I completely made up and everything like that. None of this is what happens in Brittany Raymond's life or in Riley's life. The only thing we know that happens in Riley's life that I mentioned in the story is that she and James live together in New York in an apartment. So that's all we know about Riley's life right now, but hopefully we can find out some more about TNS. TNS season 10, we could find out a bit more about Riley and James. Thank you all for listening to this Centre Stage Episode 2 Riley podcast. Let me know who you would like to do next, and let me know if you have any normal requests for everyday edits or everyday podcast. Thank you so much again for listening. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to make someone smile. Bye.